Olá a todos, ainda bem que estamos aqui todos juntos, obrigada por estarem aqui. Eu sou a professora Paula Neves, sou coordenadora do Clube de Proteção Civil do agrupamento de escolas de Pevidém, em Guimarães, e estamos aqui hoje no âmbito das atividades da Maratona de Cartas da Amnistia Internacional para fazer uma entrevista a Maung Sawyeddollah, um dos casos da Maratona de Cartas. Ele vai-nos explicar algumas coisas da sua vida, do que lhe aconteceu. Começo por dizer que Maung Sawyeddollah, neste momento, encontra-se no Bangladesh. Saiu do Myanmar quando tinha 16 anos e pronto, é isso que vamos tratar hoje. Hello, Maung Sawyeddollah.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's my honor to be here today.
Eu vou avisar também que estamos a efetuar uma gravação desta entrevista com o consentimento de toda a gente. Vou passar agora à minha colega, a Ana, que lida muito melhor com o inglês do que eu. Pronto, vai-me dar uma ajuda muito grande nesta entrevista. Ana.
Okay, good morning. My name is Anna. And I'm going to start by saying that all the members, all the participants in this meeting agreed that this meeting will be or would be taped and recorded. So let's start. Teacher Paula, I don't know if you want to start by asking some questions or to introduce all the participants. Would you like to introduce?
Sim, é assim.
Apresentar as pessoas?
Ok, pode ser. Eu sou a professora Paula Neves, coordeno o Clube de Proteção Civil, como já disse. A minha colega Ana Dias é professora de inglês também no agrupamento e vai nos ajudar imenso nesta entrevista. Temos também a professora Ana Aguiar, que pertence à direção do agrupamento, e a nossa colega Isabel Monteiro, que é professora de História e de Cidadania e muito empenhada também nesta atividade da Maratona de Cartas. E, claro, o nosso convidado de honra, Maung Sawyeddollah, nós lemos o caso dele e ficamos muito interessados, principalmente numa altura destas, em que há muitas situações no mundo de refugiados. E pronto, queremos perceber melhor como é que um jovem consegue lidar com estas situações. We want to know how is your life, where the problems that you have in Myanmar, all these things, and the problems in the refugee camps.
Okay.
All of that.
Teacher Paula, may I? Okay, Sawyeddollah, I think that you understood what Teacher Paula told us. She was trying to introduce the rest of the teachers. I am teacher Anna, and there is also teacher Isabel Monteiro and teacher Ana Aguiar. They are also teachers at our school, and they are going to be with us today, okay? So, Teacher Paula is asking you if you want to tell us a bit about your story, where are you now, what happened to your family, and where would you like to start? By introducing yourself a little bit, and then tell us a little bit about the story of your life, the adventure of your life.
Thank you so much. Before introducing myself, I would first like to thank you all for joining and organizing these events, these sessions, and I'm very much grateful to all of those who put their efforts to make this happen. So my name is Sawyeddollah, as I have earlier introduced already. So I am originally from Myanmar, but currently I am staying here in the Cox Bazar refugee camp as a forcibly displaced Myanmar national. And, I have been staying here since 2017. And I had left my country during the massive wave of violence that took place in our country in Myanmar against Rohingya people. Actually, the the suffering of the Rohingya had not started from 2017. It's like a long time systematic plans of the government and of the extremist people in the country and like they systematically applied their structural policy against the Rohingya people, by which the Rohingya people had lost everything, including the right to citizenship rights, the right to freedom of movement, the right to educations, and everything. Let me give you just some example. In Myanmar, we used to live in a society where the discriminations were in place, where the authorities have the like separate rules by law for the Rohingya peoples in the place where Rohingya people used to stay in the country, particularly in the Arkan, which is known as Rakhine State. And this time when we say like we have suffered a lot, and like we have like a history of suffering for a long time, but today I would like to share you that we also had a good time. Like we also have good story where we used to live. I mean, the Rohingya people used to live peacefully with all the rights in Myanmar. But like as I have mentioned earlier, it was the systematic plan that revoked everything, and like it were only a few peoples, those like who are terrorism minded, those who have a narrow mind. They started. I mean, their agenda was to eradicate Rohingya from this world. That is what I can understand by going back to the history. So they started lots of anti-Rohingya campaigns, sharing misinformations, hate speeches against the Rohingya across the country, using different social media handles, and having different campaigns like this. Then those campaigns and those like misinformation, hate speeches changed the mind of peoples in Myanmar, and the hate in their mind from those campaigns changed to harm us in our physical life. And
And
as a result, we had left from our country, and no, we took shelter here in Cox Bazar since 2017. And still, the life in the camp is also like hell for us. Everything, including the basic needs, like basic necessities, are limited for us, and
can
the right to education is also restricted. Everything.
can
Yeah,
I
sir.
ask you a question?
Yeah, please.
Before talking about life camp, can you please tell us or try to describe what really happened? What was the most important problem of Rohingya? Why did the government started to confront you? Why did you have to lose? What happened? Was there a turning point? Was there something that you did that they didn't agree with?
Yeah, actually, I do not see any like this particular event that took place in the history, but the only reason that I can understand by the history of the Rohingya and the history of Myanmar is that Rohingya have their own identity. Rohingya have their own cultures. Rohingya have their own religions. That means Rohingya stand as a particular ethnic group in Myanmar, and those who those who have their agenda, I can say like it were very few peoples who started like this anti-Rohingya campaign in Myanmar. So they went at to like eradicate Rohingya from the world. So it is only because of being a particular ethnic group there, which we can say is a racism in their mind that lead this kind of campaigns by them.
Okay, so you and your family, you left your country and you started the journey, and now you are in Bangladesh, right? How long
Yes.
how long did the journey take?
Yes, actually, like different peoples took like different times, different dates to arrive here, because like we used to stay in two parts of the country mainly. I mean, two parts of the states mainly in Butidong and Mondo. We also had some people from Ratidong who left.
And
So
in your case,
yeah,
can you be more specific?
yeah, those who came from Butidong, for example, including my family. I mean,
Yes.
my family, we used to stay in Butidong. So those who came from Butidong, I mean, my family. Okay, let me say my family. It took us 15 days to arrive here in Bangladesh from our home.
On foot.
Because we, yeah, on foot,
15
because
days on foot.
yeah, because we had no transport service, and everything was like almost destroyed and like closed or restricted. So we had no way except using our own foods, and we didn't come through the like usual routes. We had to
Of
come
course.
like making the routes by ourselves through
Yeah.
mountains and through
Mountains
hills,
and forests.
through jungles. We had to
Yeah.
cross. Yeah, the forest.
Do you have brothers?
Yes, I am the eldest son in my family, and I have more like four brothers, my younger brothers.
Okay, now you took 15 days to get where you are. You are at Cox Bazar. Is that the largest refugee camp in Bangladesh?
Yeah,
Yes.
it is the largest refugee camp, and we used to say it is the world most largest refugee camp.
Mm-hmm.
How
Okay, can
many
you
people live there?
Sorry.
How many people live in the
Oh,
refugee camps?
yeah. Yeah. Okay. So there are two type of people currently in the refugee camps. Like some people are new arrivals, and some others are the old registered refugees. So, like no, in total, we can say more than 1 million, more than
1
1 million
million?
Rohingyas.
My God.
Yeah.
And how is the camp divided? Is it divided into, you have said that there are new arrivals and the old ones, but then you are divided into religion, culture, or is there a specific organization inside the camp?
To differentiate new arrival and like registered refugees, actually, both registered refugees and the new arrivals share everything the same, like the same religions, the same culture, and everything. So actually, the matter was like the all registered refugees also left from the country from Myanmar earlier to us, and like some repatriations also took place, but these people still remained here without returning to the country because they knew that the situation is still not resolved in the country.
Mm-hmm.
So those people were here since like 1991.
1991? Come on. And can you please describe us your daily routine here, there at the camp?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes. Can you please, Saidullah, can you please describe your daily routine inside the camp? Can you hear us? Anna,
Yes, no, I can hear.
tiram
Sorry,
som.
I think it was internet problem.
One moment, one moment.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I have some technical problem, but I'm here now. Thank you to be with us.
Okay. Saidullah, can you describe your daily life at the refugee camp, please?
Yeah, sure. Actually, there is nothing special to do in the refugee camp, and there is no chance nor any opportunities for the people like me, especially as I am trying to get an access to higher education, which is restricted for the Rohingya people. So usually, what I do is mostly I stay into my shelter because there is no reason to go outside. And sometimes I try to do something to bring some positive changes for my communities together with my colleagues and friends, where like we try to do something for our communities. And I have established initiatives called Rohingya Student Network, and I established that initiative since December 2019. And at RSN, what we do is like we do advocacy for the life, liberty, and security of our people. And in another side, what we do is we try to empower our people, our communities, and we do those two main things through different ways.
And do you said that you shared your shelter with the rest of your people, and you try to create schools for children, imagine things like that, create school for the little ones, and try to have other occupations, other functions to the adults. Can you now tell us if you have your documents prepared and the most important papers if you want to leave Bangladesh?
Actually, like like there are some also other organization like Rohingya Student Network. Mostly at Rohingya Student Network, we only have two main objectives: empowering and doing advocacy. And in our empowerment part, what we do is we we try to organize workshops, trainings, and like this capacity building programs, like to empower our youth specifically. And that is what only we do. And we also have some other organizations like Rohingya Student Network, where they operate some community-based learning center, community-based schools in the camp. And like I also coordinate with them, collaborate with them. And we also have some other organization, community-based organization. So what I mainly try is to make them all collaborated, to make them all in one platform, like this something. I also try to do that. And we also have a group of a coordination group of all the community-based organizations and initiatives in the camp.
Yeah.
And regarding the document, actually, like no any Rohingya like are access to have a passport. No any Rohingya are access to have a visa. It's because like the only documents that we have is a like FDMN card, forcibly displaced Myanmar national card, issued by the UNHCR and the government of Bangladesh. And those cards are only usable within the camps, and there are like camp boundaries, and no Rohingya are allowed to go out of the camps
To
even.
go out, of course. That's very difficult. That's a terrible situation because you don't want to go back to your country, right? You don't want to
No,
go back, but you are
no,
between those two boundaries. What can you do now? What are your plans? What are you trying to do now? If you cannot go back and you are like imprisoned inside the camp, what can you do?
yeah, actually, it is not because to restrict us to return to our like country of origins. The restriction is only because Rohingya people are like not to go out of the camps and stay in different parts of Bangladesh. So actually, there are some efforts by the international communities, and the both governments of Myanmar and Bangladesh to make repatriation possible. But still, there is no any solutions or resolutions for the repatriations, because we still see the health positions of our country government, because they still do not want us recognized as the citizens of the country. So why would the people return? Why would the people go again there? So,
If
for
there are
example,
no
if we go,
conditions, yeah, if there are
yeah,
no conditions, if the situation is the same, there is no use to go back.
yeah.
So, teacher Paula and the other teachers, would you like to ask some questions?
I would like to know what do you feel when Amnesty International choose you to the right for rights letters?
Yeah, thank you. Like, it's like a very what to say, like, it's a very good questions. I can say like that, because like when I heard from someone from the Amnesty International saying me that like my case had been selected for the right for right campaigns, I was very happy, and I also like shared my teams, everyone who were engaged in that case, and we had a party for that. I organized that one. Like, and you know, I feel it's like it's a chance and it's an opportunity for us to express our voices beyond that case. For example, I believe today we are having this call. It's also because of that case. I
Yes.
can say that. So today I'm not only sharing you about that Facebook case, but everything's beyond that as well. So it created a chance for me. It created like an opportunity for me to raise the voice on behalf of my community, which is my dreams and which is my goal to continue in my life and reach my goal, which is being able to return to our home and stay there in peace.
Okay. Sawyeddollah, can you please explain to us what role has Facebook played in your situation? How did the process begin?
Yeah, as I have mentioned earlier, like it were very few people like who spreaded hate speeches and misinformations against the Rohingya, and they used like Facebook as their main tool to spread those
Violence.
informations.
Yeah.
Yeah, those hateful contents against Rohingya, for example, and like it helped them a lot to success in their agenda. For example, if they were not allowed to post their content on Facebook, or the Facebook removed their post, then they would have not able to spread their agendas very quickly to the entire nations like this. And you know, the Facebook failed to remove those hateful contents against Rohingya, and even though their policies say like they do not allow to be posted like this hateful and misinformation content, but the Facebook failed to do that. Yeah, that is how like uh, the Facebook contributed their viewness to our suffering. And I can also say like something. For example, I saw some strange thing on Facebook during that time. I also had a Facebook account, but I used to use it secretly, because you know it was a rules that Rohingya are not allowed to use a smartphone, even a smartphone. So when it is restricted from the authority side, and if they saw one of my account on online, then they will understand that I do have a smartphone, and they will quickly come to punish me. They will quickly come to take away my smartphone. So like I had to do it very hardly. And when we say like those people were spreading hateful contents and misinformations and everything against Rohingya on Facebook, during that time, Rohingya people were not allowed to use even a smartphone. So very few people like me secretly use a smartphone, and like we just watched like those hateful content, and I sometimes even reported to the Facebook, seeing the option to report, but like I never get any good feedback from Facebook, saying me
Of course
only
not.
saying me
It was
only like
controlled. It was
thank you.
completely
Yeah,
controlled, of
yeah,
course.
thank you for like your report, but this message doesn't go like community standard against our community standard, something like that. And you know, I have reported many posts like that. And the strange thing that I noticed during that time was, for example, if anyone posts anything related to something which is not related to like the hateful content or misinformation against Rohingya, then those posts does not go viral very quickly. But if the post is really related to like Rohingya, against Rohingya people, then it quickly go very viral. Like lots of people quickly come to react and comment and share. Like it quickly go viral. And I believe there are also some problems of Facebook algorithm, because like when there are positive posts, for example, they do not let it spread. And when there are some like hateful or misinformation, they post those things, then the Facebook, like I think the Facebook make it reach to the wider people, because whenever people see something like that, then it makes people feel strange. It creates a reaction in the mind of people, and like people like to comment, people like to share, which is making the Facebook benefited. Then of course, because like it's making money in the Facebook company, something like that.
And nowadays, do you use other social media?
Yeah, I also use Facebook. Still, I also use Facebook, because
Oh,
like what I say,
you still use it?
yeah,
Yeah.
because I say like Facebook is a good master, and I mean, Facebook is a good servant, but a bad master. And it is an uncontrollable monster. The
Yeah.
Facebook company was not able to control it actually. Otherwise, like we can also use Facebook to spread positivity and to use it for like for positive awarenesses. But
Of course.
yeah, it was misused by the people in Myanmar, and the Facebook failed to control it. And I can also see another reason there, which is like when those hateful contents and misinformation against Rohingya were spreading there, most of the posts I noticed were in Burmese language. And during that time, the Facebook only had, I think, one content moderator in Burmese language, which which we can imagine will be very hard to like to watch everything. So it
Yeah.
was also like a failure of the Facebook.
Yeah, social media have that kind of a function. You can use it both for positive or negative things, of course. And your government is totally against your people, and that was a very powerful tool to create those problems. Ladies, would you
And
like to ask another question? No? Saidullah, would you like to ask us, teachers, questions?
yeah.
Feel free,
Sorry,
feel free to do
sorry.
it.
I only asked questions from my teachers. Like I also have many teachers, including Burmese teachers who are still in Myanmar. So I usually ask them lots of questions regarding my works, regarding the ways I am going, and regarding some plans that I do. And for now, I do not have any questions for you, but maybe in the coming days, I might have some questions. I mean, it's not questions, but just it will be something like I would be requesting for your advice for some cases, maybe something like that.
Okay, and feel free to do that. You can write Teacher Paula, and then we will have answers and some advice. Now, Saidullah, what are your plans for the future? Can you please describe what would you like to do, you and your family, of course?
Yeah, actually, I do have like a smart objectives. I mean, the smart is not the, of course, not English word. Smart is like specific,
Yeah.
measurable, and like realistic, attainable, and the time bonds. Like I do have my objective in that way. But still, like there is restrictions on that objectives. That's why I'm still trying to figure it like a solution for that. I mean, my main objective is um, let me say I do have some different objectives. For example, let me say short terms and long term objective. Maybe I can say in that way.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Short terms and long term objectives. Yeah.
yeah. So my long term one is, I mean, the final one that I have in my life is being able to stay in my home country peacefully.
Yeah.
And to do that, yeah, that is my final one. And to do that, I have set some breakdown. I mean, I have breakdown my objectives to achieve that one. So those are my short-term goals. First one to reach that there. The first one is being myself enough capable, enough educated, uh, like that. So to do that, I need to get admitted I need to get admitted in a university to complete my higher education first.
Of course. How old
Yeah.
are you? Sorry, how old are you?
I'm 23.
23. Okay.
Okay. So the first thing that I'm not trying to do. So once I'm able to complete my higher education, then my plan is to return back to Yangon, which is the capital of Myanmar, and work there on some issues entering into the policy of the country
Okay.
to bring some positive changes there. And yeah, that is what I'm trying to do, but still I'm stuck in a very basic step, which is getting a chance to continue my higher education.
Little steps, okay, step by step.
Yeah.
And what about your family?
Yeah, of course.
What about your parents, your brothers and sisters?
Yeah, they're also here. They're also in the camp. I do not specifically think for my family only. What I think is for my entire communities together. I want a positive change for all together.
Yeah. That's very, very interesting. Okay, ladies, other questions?
No. Do you want to say something to our students, our young people?
Yes, of course. I would be glad to do to say a few words for them. Actually, one thing that I believe is many of the people I interacted with used to say that I am neutral. I mean, I do not take the sides. But it's very important, in my understanding, it's very important to take the sides. But we have to make sure that we are taking the right side, for example. And to do that, I would suggest everyone to become an activist, to become a leader of their own life. That is what I will suggest to everyone, because when we say we are neutral, whatever going, I don't care. If I am fine, everything is okay. I don't need to do anything. If anyone believe like that, then it will be something it will be a great mistake of our life, because it is something we are just simply letting other people take decisions on our behalf. That is simply something like that, and I usually used to say that. So I would like everyone to learn, not only those in the books, but also happening around the world, and think about those things. And there are obviously many things that we every one of us can do from very far. For example, in the case of Rohingya, if now we can see there are also some hate speeches spreading, especially in the Indonesia, against the Rohingya, those who are living from the camp because of the instability in the camp. And there are lots of rumor, misinformation, people are rising. So when there are people who spread negative things, then we ourselves can be an agents of change, an agents of spreading positivity.
Yeah.
So in the case of Rohingya, we can also do the, for example, let's say some of us can organize a campaign. Let's say we stand with Rohingya, hashtag we stand with Rohingya. It can be just a simple campaign on social media, something, for example. But every voice count if we use it in a coordinated way.
Yeah.
And I would suggest and I would request everyone to keep learning and keep acting on what they have learned. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So
Your words
Sawyeddollah.
are so important. Thank you. For
Sawyeddollah.
our young people, they don't fight for anything. I think
Yeah.
it was a lesson to listen to you. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sawyeddollah, some minutes ago you said that you would like to study abroad. Is there a specific place, or where would you like to study?
Yeah, actually, I do not have any specific places to choose.
Yeah.
What I like committed myself is, if there is a place to study in hell, I will go there to study.
Okay.
Okay, okay. So, no more questions, ladies?
No.
So, Sawyeddollah, would you like to add other information that you would like to share with us?
I think I have mentioned everything that I wanted, and like, if
Yeah,
there is no any specific questions,
yeah. What can we do? What can we Portuguese people do to help you?
um, actually, like, the help that you can do is learn more about Rohingya, share what you have learned to all your friends about Rohingya. But
Yeah, okay.
the only thing that I would request is learn it directly from the Rohingya, not from a third party. The third party are
Mm-hmm.
destroying our lives. So please learn about Rohingya from the Rohingya themselves, and share what you have learned with all the friends you have. That will definitely bring a positive impact in the crisis of Rohingya.
Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one. Teacher Paula, anything
Uh,
else?
I want to thank you for being here, for help us to know more about you and your community. I'm very happy, and now I'll talk in Portuguese, and um, my colleague will translate to you, okay? É assim, eu acho que, pessoalmente, o mais importante que eu tirei disto foi que ele é muito jovem e não podemos ter mesmo posições neutrais em relação a certas coisas, concordo. Quando se é neutral, acaba por não se decidir nada e é uma posição um bocadinho conveniente e vantajosa, e eu acho que a conveniência acaba por não ajudar a humanidade, e por isso o que mais me emocionou foi mesmo ele ter dito isso, porque
A
concordo
bravura
100%.
e a coragem. A bravura e a coragem. É isso mesmo.
O não se acomodar. Acomodar é confortável, mas não é viver.
Exatamente.
Okay, Sawyeddollah. The teachers are saying that you are an example of courage and braveness, that you managed to get out of your comfort zone, you and your family. You walked for 15 days. I don't know how you did it. It was really an adventure. And that you are an example for all of us. To have a neutral size is very comfortable, but you took the right decision, you and your family. And you are suffering, of course. You are suffering from that. And we wish you all the best for your future, and you and your family, of course, and all the refugees that are living with you in the camp. And we hope that someday, I don't know, Teacher Paula will decide that. Maybe soon we will do another meeting like this one and share our experience, our feelings, our ideas. Okay? Thank you very much for your valuable cooperation, and we wish you all the best. Ladies, would you like to say goodbye?
Goodbye. Thank you.
Sawyeddollah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Be strong.
We will see you soon. I think that we will see you soon, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.